Y hola, ¿qué tal? Bienvenidos, bienvenidas a un nuevo live stream de Genshin Impact. A ver, hoy vamos a ver el programa especial que se nos trajo, ¿no? El Genshin. A ver, hay códigos, obviamente. Si escuchan las ruidas es que estoy limpiando aquí unas cosas que mis gatos hicieron. Pues ya saben, ¿no? Bueno, como decía, Hay códigos, 200 protogemas, dicen que, 4 minutos. Bueno, hay un código que nos dieron 200 protogemas. Fuentes dicen que lo filtraron, técnicamente adivinaron las protogemas, estas 200 protogemas de live stream que va a ser hoy. Lo veremos. Van a ver, un rato voy a silenciar, voy a ir a darle comida a mis gatos y pues vuelvo en unos momentitos. Ahora por favor, acuerden ustedes. Si quieren los códigos me avisan, por ahí ¿o no? Sí, por ahí las tengo, por ahí las tengo. Qué bien, llegué a tiempo, llegué a tiempo. Llegué a tiempo. Bueno, chat, ¿qué dice en el chat? Yes, let's go. Este gato, no. Pero ¿qué mensaje llegó? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo la pasas? 50 segundos. Bueno, mientras tanto... ¡20 segundos! ¡20 segundos! Oscuro, digo, Chicago. Ojo. ¿Por qué está en inglés? Está la bestia. ¿Por qué está en inglés, tío? Vale, vale. Y el telar del destino por fin terminó su misión. Toda Natala. Pues qué.
何者かがずうずうしくもこの世界から吸い取っているのだ。
Todo el mundo dice que la dejarás de oír más parte de toda nuestra panorama abismo herido. Joder, tío, por humildes skin. Vale, un poco de su gameplay. Daria. Ok, este personaje a mí no me interesa mucho, la verdad. Ok, Lore. A ver. Traes veces espadachines. ¿Quién es ella? Yes. Puta, qué rico, ¿eh? Primer código, cópienlo e introduzcanlo en su cuenta. Oye, pero el primer código tan rápido. Interesante.
Hello, travelers. Welcome to the Have. Hey, everyone. I'm Kat Protano. Rhymes with Capitano, the voice of Child's Master Skirk.
And I'm Katiana Sarkissian, the voice of the Pyro Archon herself, Malika.
Yeah, well, after seeing that trailer, this version seems absolutely stacked. We're getting the next installment of the Twins quest in this version. Yippee!
And let's not forget, Skirk is finally here, you guys. Yup. I cannot cannot wait
Al fin y
to
al cabo
see
yo
how
no soy
all these
inglés, así
stories
que...
unfold.
Her first appearance
Ojo.
left quite the impression, didn't it? So mysterious.
Yeah, I mean,
Me
I'm pretty
parece
sure
que
that
su
interaction
aparición
left
nos
us all
dejó
with
con
far
más
more
dudas que
questions than
respuestas,
answers.
Yeah, I mean, she did give us a few clues
pero
about
nos dio
herself,
algunas
though,
pistas
remember?
sobre ella,
In
¿se
the
acuerdan?
primordial
En
sea
el
at the
mar,
end of the
obvio.
Fontaine Archon quest.
Right. Something about the remains of a descender, the foul, the visionary. I feel like I still don't know what any of it means, though.
I mean, that's fair. So far, all we know about her past is that she trained under the foul Certology.
So, Certology isn't just some
No es
ordinary
un maestro
Oh,
cualquiera.
definitely not. Dainsleif revealed that
Efectivamente, Dainsleif
Certology
reveló
is
que el
one of the
caballero
5
fue
sinners of
5
Conria,
grandes
and someone who
pecadores de
possesses
Caindia, y
all-encompassing
es
power.
alguien que tiene una fuerza
Imagine training under someone like that.
omnipotente.
A walk in the park, let me tell you.
Well, maybe that
Interesante.
explains how aloof and indifferent Skirk seems to be. Seriously, though, her demeanor is stone cold in a way that's almost otherworldly or something.
Yeah, it's kind of cold as ice, right? Right? But I mean, you know,
yeah.
the important thing is, this time we should be able to get some answers, right?
Ey,
I
pero,
think so, yes,
pues,
please.
obvio
I'm
que
dying
es
to learn more about
de,
her past.
Okay, then be
y
sure
de
to check out her
y
story
de
quest
crío,
where
si
the
lo
Traveler and
sabemos.
Skirk's paths
Tampoco
will
es que
cross
huevones.
once again. Travelers will have the chance to uncover new clues about her past and the world of Tibet as a whole, so don't miss out.
Ah, so Liyue is where we run into Skirk this time.
Claro.
Wow. It's kind of weird seeing her out and about like this, isn't it? In such a normal location.
Right?
Wait, hold on a second. Is Skirk playing an instrument?
Oh.
I mean, in my
Charango,
mind, she's
la
like this,
guitarra.
you know, ice queen, but here she actually looks emotional.
Yeah.
I mean, there's almost a sadness there.
Oh, yeah. It seems like that instrument means a lot to her.
Oh, you don't even know. It sure does. As for why she chooses to play it alone in a place like this, well, that's something travelers can uncover for themselves. What I can reveal is, after encountering a mysterious power in this quest, the traveler starts having strange nightmares, and it seems like Skirk is the only one who can help. Which means the only way to resolve the situation is for the two to work
Ok, yo
together.
supongo que ahí
Okay,
van a
Slay,
entrenar,
so we're
¿no?
teaming up with Skirk, huh? Okay, but like, am I the only one who's a little intimidated?
What? Intimidated by Skirk?
Just a little.
She's only a mysterious sword master with insane fighting skills and an unbreakable stone-cold exterior. Seriously though, with
Ok,
their
en el
ability
acto
to
1 nos
wield
van a dar
various
protogemas,
elements and their
sus
abysmal
materiales.
purification
Aquí ya
powers,
pueden ver
I
lo
think the
que
traveler can
pueden
hold her own.
It'll be fine, no
farmear.
problem.
Así
Yeah,
que
yeah.
pueden estar haciendo
Okay,
desde
well,
ahora.
you know, now I'm curious how she got that strong. I mean, okay, she reined in her master's pet, the all-devouring narwhal, like
Yeah.
it was nothing.
Yeah.
And I feel like we've only seen a fraction of what she can do.
True, and just like the truth about her past, that's a question travelers will need to answer for themselves in game, so get ready to play. But considering Skirk and the Traveler will need to fight side by side, let's take a closer look at what she can do in combat.
Ok. Meow, meow. Tranquilo,
I'll only demonstrate.
solo te enseñaré esto una vez.
Annihilate.
Joder, tío. Me asusta. El tonito del narval.
Frog goes out.
As Child's Master and someone capable
Como
of
estas
training in
de
the abyss,
tartas.
Skirk's combat skills
Las
are
ideas de
truly
Skirk
something
son
special.
efectivamente
First,
especiales.
it's
En
worth
primer
pointing
lugar,
out,
cabe
Skirk
señalar que
doesn't use
Skirk
a
no usa una
vision.
visión,
Her
su
powers
poder
come from
proviene
the
del
abyss,
abismo.
but in the interest of blending
Pero para
in, she
pasar ser
camouflages it to
percibidas,
appear
lo camufla para
violent in
aparentar
nature.
ser de
And in
naturaleza
addition,
crío.
Skirk's
Además, sus
attacks
ataques
do not
no
rely
funcionan
on
con energía
elemental
elemental.
energy. She uses a
En su
special
lugar,
kind
utiliza
of
una
energy
energía
known
especial
as
conocida como
serpent subtlety
astucia
instead.
serpentina.
And when you tap her elemental skill, Skirk gains a certain amount of energy
Cierta
and
cantidad de
enters a
energía
special
y entra en un
combat
estado
state,
especial
signaled
de
by her change in
combate.
outfit, which is very cute, might I add. While in this state, Skirk's normal, charged, and plunging attacks deal cryo damage that can't be overridden. This state also increases her resistance to interruption and attack AoE. And when cryo-related reactions are triggered, multiple void rifts will appear on the field. Skirk can use her charged attack or her special elemental burst to absorb the void rifts. And after unleashing a special elemental burst, her normal attack's damage will be increased based on the number of rifts absorbed.
Aw, heck yeah. So it's kind of like the more she fights, the stronger she gets.
Yeah, pretty much. Plus, holding her elemental skill is another option. When there are void rifts on the field, holding her elemental skill will allow Skirk to absorb them and gives her the ability to quickly maneuver around the battlefield. Once she has enough energy,
Or take out when you need a sudden burst of damage.
pairing her with Hydro and Cryo characters also further enhances her abilities. And if your team is comprised entirely of Hydro and Cryo characters, your party member's elemental skill level will be increased by 1.
Whoa, so she enhances her party members' skills too. Once a mentor, always a mentor, I guess.
yeah.
It sounds like Tartaglia had a great teacher.
Oh, he sure did.
And I love the look of her camouflaged abyssal powers.
Right.
The special effects are incredible.
Right? And when she enters her special combat state, her
no se
outfit
acaban,
changes
dicho.
too. Okay, slay.
Me perdí.
It looks a lot more suited for battle, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. So it seems like travelers can approach combat in 2 ways then. You can use her special combat state to dish out damage with cryo-infused attacks and heighten this damage by absorbing void rifts with her special elemental burst. Or, after other Hydro and Cryo party members have generated void rifts, you can take to the field to quickly absorb them and build up energy to unleash powerful slashes with her normal elemental burst.
Yeah, both seem really, really useful. And since Cryo and Hydro characters enhance Skirk's skills, there are tons of team comp possibilities here.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, hey, speaking of, what about Dahlia? He's a Hydro character, right? Sounds like he could be a good fit for Skirk.
Oh, I think you're onto something here. We got to know him a bit during the Mondstadt interlude. He's so refined, but also kind of mischievous at the same time. One thing we haven't seen, though, is what he can do in combat. Want to give us the scoop, Aileen?
You got it. You are in for a treat.
Let's go.
Explotaron.
The Saiyan Animal Archive. Okay, so Dahlia is a Hydro Sword user and support
Apoyo.
character who can use his elemental burst to provide a Hydro shield for his teammates.
Oh, it's like the
Escudo,
shield appears in
vale, no sé,
response to
escudo.
his prayer.
Attacks or triggering freeze reactions. So when
Okay.
his shield breaks, Dahlia can consume his stacks of venison to summon it again, allowing him to continuously protect his party members and to increase their resistance to
Resistencia a
interruption.
interrupción.
And after unlocking a specific talent, Dahlia can also boost the attack speed of the on-field character, allowing them dish out damage even faster. Dahlia summons Sacramental Shower and places it in a designated location. His summon has different effects depending on who comes into contact with it. So, for example, if it's an enemy, Sacramental Shower will explode, dealing AoE Hydro damage to surrounding enemies. But if a nearby party member comes into contact with it, Sacramental Shower will propel them high into the air, allowing them to evade enemy attacks while gaining an aerial advantage.
Okay.
Wow.
So he's really reliable in combat, even though he seems kind of mischievous the rest of the time.
No, really.
Yes, he definitely does.
Pero solo
He
es
has
una
this little
vez.
mischievous thing going on. I still remember all his teasing towards Venti during the Mondstadt interlude.
Oh.
But at the same time, he's also supposed to be the one who communicates with the will of Barbados, right? I'm not sure what to make of their dynamic.
Well, I guess first and foremost, he's Venti's friend, right? But even though he likes to tease, he's serious about his position as the Herald of Barbados. Oh, one more thing about his abilities. When Dahlia is in your party, the movement speed of your party members is increased during the day.
Vale.
Well, anyway, it's obvious he really cares about the people of Mondstadt.
Yeah.
Exactly, he definitely does.
Ay, no
Besides,
sé.
his mischievous nature keeps things a little bit interesting, don't you think? It's one of my favorite things about him.
Aww. Well, now that we've introduced our 2 new characters for version 5.7, we should probably let travelers know when they can add them to their parties.
Can do. Let's jump right into the event wishes.
What
In the first half of version 5.7, we'll have event wishes for Skirk and Shenhe.
Dahlia will also enjoy a drop rate boost on the first half banners. Plus, the new 5-star sword, Azure Light, will be featured on the weapon banner.
Yes! And in the second half of version 5.7, we'll have returning event wishes for Malwika and Emily.
Pretty fire.
Alright, that's it for the event wishes. Let's talk about the story content travelers can look forward to in the new version.
Ooh, okay. This is...
Sibling was in
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Oh, wait up. I see.
From this image, it looks like the sky has been slashed in two, and there's some kind of rift that connects to the abyss. And the traveler and their sibling are in different spaces.
At least some tension when we saw our sibling drink. Of course, we still don't know how powerful.
All parties are converging in one place, Natlan. So maybe that's where we can get some answers.
And I know one thing travelers will encounter in Natlan.
Wait, is she...
The plot, it thickens.
And the Pyro Archon and our other friends from Natlan are on high alert. But the people of Natlan want a war against the Abyss itself. There's no universe where the Abyss Order gets to run wild in Natlan unchecked.
Well, if an altercation with the Abyss Order is in the cards, I know who's going to be on the front lines. Twilight Sword himself, of course.
Ainsley.
I mean, I can see it now. Dainsleif going all
obvio, no.
one-man army and rushing straight into action.
We actually will get to see it this time because,
Ainsley
let's
jugando.
go!
Oye, este güey se
As the
tepea, ¿no?
Traveler and Dainsleif venture deep into Abyss Order territory, we'll get to see his special abilities firsthand.
Oh, sounds like there's going to be a lot of obstacles between us and finding out the deal with our sibling. But we've faced the Abyss Order before. We can do this. I have no doubt travelers will come out on top.
Oh yeah.
I guess, but the other question is, can we stop whatever our sibling is planning? What are their true goals? What does their plan mean for Teyvat? This quest might hold some very important answers.
I am so excited. I feel like this could be the start of a whole new phase in the quest to find our sibling.
Yes. It seems like it's not as simple as just finding them anymore. There's a lot more at stake.
Oh, for sure. So this is definitely one to look
Que no puede
forward to.
perderse.
All right.
Bien, creo que
I
es
think this is a
un
good
buen
place to
momento
stop and
para
take our
tomarnos
first break.
nuestro
Yeah,
primer...
I need a sec to digest all that information.
Ooh, sounds good. Take a look at the second redemption code, travelers.
Segundo
We'll
código.
see you on the other side.
See ya.
Segundo código que ya fue canjeado. Vale. Introduzcanse, bueno, mentira. Y aquí tienen el segundo código. Sáquenle captura, cópienlo e introduzcanselo por el orto. A ver, la verdad... la verdad es que está siendo interesante, ¿no? Pero no sé, la verdad, como que falta. Tenemos el lore, va a estar Dainsleif, vamos a ver sus habilidades, cómo se juega, cómo jugar con...
All right, welcome back, travelers. Now that we've introduced the new characters and quests, it's time to jump into the version 5.7
Los
events.
eventos, vale.
Oh, first up on the docket is an event that takes us back to Sumeru.
Sumeru,
when
oye,
Academia has
se
developed
trata de un juego de aventuras de
game.
emoción creado por la
Travelers will
Academia.
need to
Los
select
viajeros tendrán
various
que elegir
companion
diferentes
pieces
equipos
to
de números,
fulfill
elegirán
the
su propio,
rainforest
podrán
route
optar por ir
or
al
the
bosque
desert
o al desierto. Cada
route. Each
ruta
path
tiene
has
su
its
propia
own
historia y
story
sus
and level of
dificultades.
difficulty.
La verdad,
And
yo
at
me
the
voy
end
más
of
por
each
la
adventure,
selva. Al
travelers
final,
will face formidable opponents that
enfrentarán
require a
oponentes
certain
formidables
level of
que
themselves. Travelers might notice that the pieces are divided into speed.
el minijuego ya nos traía que era una...
Random events and encounters will occur during
A
the
ver, la verdad no
adventure,
es...
which
¿Qué
travelers
son
will
esas
resolve to earn helpful
recompensas?
rewards, like extra adventure coins. Plus, defeating formidable opponents along the route will allow your plans. Oh, yeah?
So there are also situations where it all comes down to luck.
Yeah, so
Bueno,
I think
depende de la
travelers will
suerte
have
de
a
mi
lot of fun
suerte.
dealing with the unexpected in this
No lo sé, la
event.
verdad.
It's a real test of
Es una
tactical
verdadera
thinking.
prueba de
Plus, there's more to this
estrategia.
event than
Además,
just the
este evento
battle
no se limita
stages.
a alquilas, pues
Additional buffs for
como,
your team.
So
como
we
un
actually get to
laberinto,
put Paimon
¿verdad?
to work.
Finally.
Yo me imagino que te dirá qué frutas, verduras necesitas y tú seleccionas y ya. Bueno, nos van a regalar un chetos, una corona y 900 protogemas. Este es otro evento que se llama Fearsome Heroes Firepower. Necesito que sí, trajeron este el año pasado. Pero igualmente voy a subir videos de esto, así que no se preocupen, van a tener un video, guía para jugar.
Grape shots split into smaller bullets when fired are good for taking out multiple enemies at once. And directed piercing shots can be used to take down shields or target enemies hiding in the corner.
Sounds like the type of event where you can really just let loose and relieve some stress.
Oh, definitely. But strategic ammunition choices will help you clear out the battlefield even faster.
So far, we've introduced events
Bueno,
you
esto
have
lo
to tackle
implementaron
solo. But this
recientemente.
next event gives
Otro
travelers the
evento,
chance to work as a team. In Reminiscent Regiment travelers will get to team up with other players to tackle challenges made up of 3 stages, each with unique objectives.
Ooh, it'll be cool seeing what characters everyone chooses. Could make for some interesting team comps.
Well, there's a theme associated with each challenge, so your best bet is to choose a character whose skills are suited to the objective. But of course, every
Bueno,
character
estos
has their
son
strengths. Each stage
combates
also has
en
smaller
equipo.
objectives that require teams to work together and
Esto
combine
igual
their
traje
skills.
creo el año
Completing these
pasado, si mal
submissions
no me
can grant buffs
equivoco.
to your own entire team.
Nice.
And in addition, at the
Y
beginning of
recuerdo
each
que mi
challenge,
equipo
your
fue
team will
con
be assigned
puro
random
Shogun
regiments
Radiance,
to
pero
complete.
bueno.
Once you make it through the final stage, your team will receive additional frenzy stars based on your regiment completion status.
Yep, and remember, regiments benefit the entire team. It doesn't matter who completes them.
Okay, so, not saying I need to do this or anything, but in theory, you could kind of coast to the finish line if you needed to.
You could.
Okay.
In theory. But I think all travelers have something to contribute.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, it's about how you work together. That's the joy of co-op.
I feel like
Deberían
co-op is
colocarlo
its
de
own
una vez
kind of
permanente
motivation,
también,
too.
que
No
podemos
one wants to let the team
enfrentarnos
down.
For sure.
entre
And
nuestros
this time, teamwork is more
amigos.
important than ever. Because in
Ya
this
no tengo
iteration
amigos,
of the
pero
event,
venga.
dire difficulty is even more challenging.
Ooh, that means whether it comes to character selection or combat strategy, coordination is more important than ever.
Good luck, travelers. Should be a fun one. All right, now I'm very excited to announce a new permanent event called Stygian Onslaught.
Permanente.
In this event, travelers will be able to farm artifacts more freely and efficiently, as well as obtain artifact
Así como
customization
tener
items for
objetos
free.
para personalizar
For
artefactos gratis
A
es un nuevo
new
modo, pero
permanent
que bien
event. Okay,
dinos
we
toda dificultad para elegir
Participation
el
in the event will reward travelers with
participar
primo
podrán
gems,
obtener protogemas
artifacts,
y
and
artefactos
valuable
y
items for
objetos valiosos
targeted
para la
artifact
mejora selectiva de
enhancement.
los
Okay, so
artefactos.
you
Has
said we'll
dicho
be
que
able to
podemos
farm
farmear
artifacts
artefactos con
more
mayor
freely?
libertad. ¿Qué
What
significa
does
eso
that mean exactly?
exactamente?
It means the artifact drops
El
aren't set in
origen de los
stone, and
artefactos
you
no
can switch where
viene
they come
fijado,
from.
sino podrás
For the first 10
elegirlo.
days after the
Durante
event
los 10
begins,
primeros
the
días
leyline
tras el
disturbance will be
inicio
in outbreak state. During this period, travelers who clear any stage at level 3
Sí,
difficulty or
cualquier tipo de
higher can
resina.
expend any kind of resin to obtain artifacts from the leyline blossom at the end of the stage. And before the stage begins, travelers will get to choose which domain of blessing they want the artifact drops to come from.
Right, so travelers can also tackle the stages in
Okay, the amount of hours I'm about to pour into this thing.
Okay,
on
aquí
me and throw
tres
away the key, honestly.
artefactos.
So, version 5.7 is introducing a new artifact-related item, Dust of Enlightenment.
Ooh. What is it?
Well, we all know what it's like to raise an artifact that has potential, only for it to turn out kind of less than ideal.
Yeah.
So this item is designed to help with that. So, Artifact 101, right? We all know every you to re-roll the substat enhancements of a level 20 artifact.
Yo, wait, really?
Yeah. Before each reroll, you get to specify the types of substats you want to prioritize. After the result is revealed, you can choose to either keep the original substat configuration or accept the new one.
Oh my god, it's like being able to resurrect an artifact from the grave. Like, we really needed this.
Yeah, really powerful, right? Starting in 5.7, travelers who participate in the new permanent event Stygian Onslaught will be able to obtain a total of 3 Dusts of Enlightenment per version for free. And the Gnostic Hymn and Gnostic Chorus rewards will feature 1 each.
Oh.
Plus, during version 5.7, travelers will be... Oh, but I do have a question. So, according to the devs, the rewards for clearing the level 5 difficulty in the new permanent event can only be obtained by completing it solo. But what if that level of difficulty is a bit much for some people?
Yeah, like me.
Yeah, well, don't worry, I'll hard carry you.
Whoa.
Well, I will come in, and the strongest travelers into that will come in to help us out. Specifically, we're talking about travelers who have cleared an even higher level of difficulty. The characters used to complete those battles become exalted ones.
Oh.
Then, when attempting a level 1 through 5 difficulty challenge, other travelers can receive extra buffs by including exalted ones in their lineup.
Oh, cool. So, travelers can help each other even outside of co-op. I like that. And I need that.
al menos
Well, clearing
así
level
que
5 solo unlocks its dire straits. There are no companions to turn to for comfort, no promise of primo gems to drive you forward.
What?
Just formidable enemies and an unrelenting desire to prove yourself.
Okay, that definitely sounds dire. So you're telling me travelers really don't get anything in return for accomplishing something like that?
Well, we'll just have to wait and see now, won't we?
What? I can't wait.
All right, that's it for Stygian Onslaught. Just a reminder, the outbreak period begins the second Wednesday after a version update, or 8 days into the new version. So don't forget to gather your friends and get farming when the time comes. All right, time to lock in. Travelers might also be excited to hear that the next installment of the Traveler's Tales is coming in version
va a regresar de
5.7.
nuevo.
Okay, Slay. Last time was so much fun. We got to reunite with so many old friends and
Además
make a
duró
lot
unos
of great new
días.
memories.
Como a mí me
Why don't we take a look at some of the encounters
robaron
in
el
store for us
celular, no
this time
pude.
around? Yes.
Bueno, sí pude, pero
Whoa, hang on a sec. So Toma's back in Mondstadt, and he's drinking with Kaya at the Angel. She's too innocent for Dory's schemes.
Honestly, though, a crafty merchant like Dory could show up anywhere, and I wouldn't be surprised. I bet we even run into her and not cry at some point.
Ooh, I wonder how many other friends will show up this time.
From what I've heard, it's quite a few.
en
So
serio no
keep a
puedo
lookout while
creer
exploring
porque
the
se me
open
fue el
world,
internet.
travelers.
Being able to run into characters in the open world is such a nice addition. I wish it was part of every version.
Right? I know. It really makes the open world feel more alive and interactive.
Yeah, and luckily the devs feel the same way. The devs have said that making Traveler's Tales a permanent event is in the works, so travelers can look forward to that sometime in the future.
Yippee! Finally, Overflowing Abundance is returning at the
Ay,
end of version
volvemos con lo
5.7.
bien.
Travelers can look forward
Bueno,
to
eso está
double the
bien.
talent and weapon ascension material drops, so don't miss out.
In addition, new Envisaged Echoes challenges will be added in version
Okay,
5.7.
la
Oh, for
Shogun
the Raiden Shogun in
y
Shenhe.
Shen.
Oh, Shenhe's Echo is so cool. I see sigils and pops of red in there. Okay, girl, very fitting.
And the Raiden Shoguns like petals floating in the wind. The purple matches so well.
So pretty.
Yep, so if you want to claim them, make sure your characters are ready. Travelers can also look forward to some Genius Invocation TCG updates, including new character and action cards. You can now add Mawika and, Sweet Lolly and Chaska to your decks.
Don't miss out, Genius Invocation fans. Alright, that brings us to the system optimizations that travelers can look forward to in the new version.
First up is an improved resource management feature for mobile players.
Oh.
Simply put, it's a practical
And
update
hasta ya
designed to
no
reduce the package size of the mobile version.
Dude, nice. I feel like our phones will thank us.
After the 5.7 update,
que va a
travelers will
ser
receive a
para tú,
pop-up
que
notification
digo tú.
after opening Genshin Impact on mobile, asking them to choose from different resource plans.
Okay.
Under the basic plan, the system will retain the necessary resources for daily gameplay and optimize the resource usage for some Archon quests, story quests, and hangout events.
Okay, so that means clearing out some old quest resources to save storage space, right? But what about players whose progress is a bit all over the place? How does that work?
Don't worry, the dev team has accounted for that. The system will provide different guidance and solutions based on account progress and quest status to ensure that travelers still have a smooth gaming experience. And when you need to start an Archon quest, story quest, or hangout event that isn't enabled, the system will download the required resources as needed.
Oh, Slay?
Yup. So
Bueno, aquí
travelers
está
who
hablando de
haven't
que
updated the
van,
mobile
si
version in a
quieren
long time
hacer la misión,
might
van
be
a
able
tener
to
que
free up quite a
descargar
bit of storage space with
dentro
this
del juego, pero
optimization.
también,
that.
si mal no me equivoco,
And it sounds like a
pueden
great option for cross-platform
descargar
players
toda la
who
versión
maybe
de
rely
una.
on mobile more for the
Eso
small
espero.
stuff.
Yeah,
Si no, va a
of
ser una
course, if you don't
poronga.
have storage concerns, nothing has to change.
Lo que a mí no me
You just
gustaría
choose
es
to keep
que
all game resources instead.
para
And
los
this
móviles
setting
se
can be
nos
changed
limite
at
y que
any
no
time
nos
in
dé
the
la opción
Paimon
de
menu, where
descargar
you
todo
can
el
choose for
contenido de
completed
una.
quest resources to be automatically cleared in future version updates, or for all game resources to be updated as normal.
Oh, okay.
This should also make it easier for people to try out Genshin Impact for the first time.
Yup. For further details, be sure to check out the developers
Aquí está
discussion
hablando
as well
de
as future
borrar
announcements across Genshin Impact's
automáticamente
official
cosas,
accounts.
etc.
Okay, and you will now be able to directly use Fragile Resin to claim rewards from Leyline Blossoms and common challenge domains, like artifact and talent material domains. This also applies to the artifact drops in the new permanent event we introduced earlier.
Yes! Fragile resin is worth 60 original resin, so that means you get triple the drops. Should save a few trips to the crafting bench, that's for sure.
Also, the Adventurer Handbook will now have guide entries for 40 resin bosses, which should be helpful if you run into a boss you're not quite sure how to crack.
And the icons will be displayed in the order the bosses were unlocked, which should make it more intuitive to navigate.
All right, let's move on to some optimizations for the Spiral Abyss.
Okay, el
When moving
abismo.
to the next floor or restarting a challenge, you can now save your current party lineup or clear it with a single click.
Oh, easy.
And you can claim your challenge rewards directly after completing floor 12. If you're not satisfied with your performance, you can also restart the challenge directly from the finalization screen.
Nice. Small things here and there really add up over time.
Bueno,
Yeah, so hopefully these optimizations make for a better experience overall.
All right. Well, that was another long one, you
Lo
guys,
que me
but
gusta es
it's
que vas a
not over
poder,
yet. And mystery
¿cómo se
guests
dice?
will
Te
have a
quedas en el
message
piso
for
donde
us.
se te
So let's
faltaba
check it
una
out
estrella
along with
por
the
el
third
tiempo. Entonces
redemption
tú vas a
code.
poder reiniciar
旅
directamente
人
la
の
sala.
皆さん、こんにちは。鈴木愛理です。
El tercer
今回
código.
ゲーム原神の皆さんと一緒に
Voy a
お仕
desactivar un
事をすること
rato.
になりました。とても嬉しいです。ありがとうございます。私はスカークというキャラクターの
Vale,
アニメショー
esto
ト
es
ソング
de
の
la voz de
ス
Skirk,
ター
si mal no me
オデッセイ
equivoco.
という楽曲を歌わせていただいたんですが、この楽曲は全編
Oh, no.
英語で世界各国というか世界にこう届ける歌ということで、もう全て英語の詩なので、私にとってはこの世界に入って初めての経験でとてもドキドキしたのですが、こう皆さんと一緒に気持ちを共有できたらいいなと思って今からとてもワクワクしています。スカークの歴史を聞いてすごく強いけど孤独と戦いながら今日まで生きてきた、そんな強くてかっこいい女性っていうのを頭に置きながら歌を歌いましたの
Y a seguir
で、
adelante.
その気持ちが届くと嬉
Así
しい
no
で
me
す。
digas.
この楽曲はショートフィルムと同時公開されます。皆さんぜひ楽しみにしていてください。あいりでした。
OMG! An animated short for Skirk and a song! Let's go!
So
That's
exciting.
so exciting! Well, you guys, that brings us to the end of our announcements for this version.
Ok, siempre hay algo bueno igual a veces al final.
Oh, it certainly was. So, what are you all
Hey, no
looking
se
forward
olviden
to
de
the
canjear los
most?
códigos.
For me,
Sé que
I
duran
have to
3 o 2
say,
días
although
ahora,
it's a little
pero
biased, I am
es mejor
clearly excited for
ahora
everybody to meet
antes que se olviden.
Dahlia.
Yes.
But you know, I'm also really excited about the new permanent content like Stygian Onslaught. How about you guys?
It's kind of hard to pick just one. I mean, I'm excited for my girl Malika
Of
in
course.
TCG, but like, I'm also really excited to see Neuvillette, my fave, in the Traveler's Tales. Yes.
Well, I'm really excited for, I might be a little biased as well, I'm really excited for Skirk. Who? Wow, really? I am also so excited for Dahlia, and like, we've been waiting so long for these characters, and also Dane's Lip, I'm so excited, and that animated short, oh my gosh, and also, of course, the lore girlies, we are eating so well this patch, I'm so excited for that Twins quest.
Yes, I feel like it's clear from the last few patches that the story has really been amping up lately, and this version seems to be no exception.
Yeah, right? I mean, pretty soon we'll be in our 5th year of adventuring.
Sí, espero que regalen algo bueno, ¿no?
Feels like it was just yesterday.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So it feels like we're really getting to see how a lot of elements that seemed separate at first are starting to converge.
And after what we saw in the Dev Team's Not Cry
Not
teaser,
Cry por
I'm
parte
even more excited
de
to see how the
Aulas, ¿no?
story unfolds from here.
Right? And we hope travelers have fun doing the same.
Okay, so that's it for the Genshin Impact version 5.7 special program. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody.
Ad Astra Abyssos, travelers, and happy adventuring!
Can I get 5 big booms?
Boom! 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 Oh, wait a second. It looks like another friend from afar is rushing over to share some interesting news.
A ver, da, güey. Ah, bueno, ya, no sé.
Nod cry, an ever-changing landscape of ruin.
Cambiando una maravilla corrida por el tiempo.
In the forest,
Hay un
where
bosque
the nights
donde
were once undisturbed
antaño
save
las
for a
noches
few rays of moonlight,
crece la
the
sombra de la
wild
cacería
hunt's shadow
salvaje.
grows. There are those who bear the name of
Quien lleva el
Frostmoon,
nombre de la
living
luna
where the silver
escarchada
light
y viviendo en
shines.
la vida de luz plateada.
Others carry the torch, fending off the
Antorchas y
darkness and
combaten la
cold with their
oscuridad y el frío con
blades.
sus espadas.
I hear that the
He
snow
oído
and
que
face
las
still
alas de la
yearn for
nieve
the frosts of
aún
winter.
anhelan hacer
While
ojo.
the Tui look to the stars above, trying in vain to seize the false firmament. Then there are the nights, draped in the west wind, nearing the end of a long and arduous mission. My friends, of course, shan't be outdone. They will no doubt bring a magical charm to this edge of the world.
Ojo a la madre de Kikli.
And just as the stone craves the sculptor's hand, so does fate await your gaze.
Música.
Pour me another cup of tea, if you'd be so kind. The story is about to begin.
Ok, acá están las fechas. La primera parte vamos a ganar 970 protogemas, 900, 800, caramba, aquí está. Bueno, vas a poder ganar en total 4, 8, 9, 1800, algo de 1000, 2000 diamantes, 2000 protogemas más o menos. 2000 protogemas. Vale, eso es todo. La verdad estaba interesante. Los códigos filtrados tampoco es la gran cosa. Y pues nada, eso es todo. Adiós, buenas noches y nos vemos. No se olviden que después haré un directo esta noche. Adiós, bye bye.